Well, we're standing by the start of a really cool four-wheel drive drag truck project that we're doing for David Petrick. And as you can see, it is just the bones, a skeleton project. This truck came in with an 850 cage and a back half that was already done. It needed some work. And the original goal was to take this thing apart, redo the back half, and go to a 25.6 cert, which adds more bars for faster certification. And things have escalated quickly, we'll just say that. So we ended up just starting from scratch. We want to try to get this final build with a cast motor to 3,600 pounds or less so that we can run a 25.4 certification roll bar, and that gives us the ability to build the whole chassis out of a little bit lighter material, and overall it's just going to be a better fit. But we're going to do a couple trick things. You see that the pumpkin for the front axle is on the passenger side, and we're going to do that. We're going to swing the transfer case over to the passenger side so that we can lower the overall body. Right now we're setting it up at 4.5 inches of ground clearance between the ground and the pinch weld of the cab. And that makes so that the driver's seat is not going to be straddling the front drive shaft. So we're moving the front drive shaft over to the passenger side, gives us more ability for the driver's cage. Right now Zig's laying out the floor pan here. He's going to get the main hoop in it, the A-pillars in it, and that way we can take the cab off. We cut exactly 200 pounds out of it by cutting the floor pan, the firewall, the back wall, and all the side inner structure out of it. So we'll be able to redo the firewall in sheet metal, and we're going to do a sheet metal over the driver's floor, but then the rest will be carbon fiber. But really, this will be amazing because we'll have a Moser 9-inch rear end with a 9.5-inch Pro gear. Same thing with 9-inch front with Dyno 44 outers. Should be a very strong platform, lightweight. He wants to build this and go do some no prep stuff. He wants to run Pro Truck occasionally in ODSS. Overall, this should be a platform that he can put a lot of horsepower in this truck and see how fast he can go in a four-wheel drive diesel platform. We've got the transfer case mounted here. Zig's been working on getting the transmission mount done. You can see some of this work here. And just some of these details, like he's putting some shims in between the transmission mount in here so that when it's all together, it's not a fight getting it in and out, but it still goes in there nice and tight. And it's really important that you get this angle really close here on this jack shaft because this has to slide back and forth. There's these collars that will tighten up and that keeps that together. You've got to make sure that's lined up perfectly so those splines don't have any kind of binding on it. He's got the back of the funny car cage here done. He's got the windshield bar up top. We've got the cab off obviously, so now we can do weld all the way around the tube. If you'll come up here, you'll see the firewall. He's got these individual braces in here. We'll have to weld tabs in to get individual firewall pieces in. And if you come over to the other side, you will see the front drive shaft is actually going to pass through the firewall. And that's one of these hurdles that not a lot of guys have any advice on how to do this. So we'll have to build a tunnel so that if there's an explosion in the engine bay, it doesn't end up with fire in the cab. So we have to build a tunnel that comes back all the way around the transfer case. The drive shaft will be totally encased so that if there's an engine bay fire, you don't end up with fire on the driver. But it's coming together one step at a time. We've got the frame rails here. He's going to work on getting the axle mounted next, then do the funny car cage. Then we can start on the back half, and there's still a lot of work to do. Been knocking this thing out. He used a Hammer Concepts wishbone kit that you can see down here. We have a 10 soldiers full floater rear end. these little hammer billet brackets for the shock mounts, and this is the Firepunk Extreme 4-link kit. But this is all getting triangulated and getting put back together. It's going to turn out really nice. Bed line is going to be about 39.5 inches off the ground, so the bed line's going to be about here, so that's about all the bars you're going to see. But this thing's turning out really sweet.
Cowl hood for Petrick, and we're starting out by laying down some electric blue racing stripes, so it for sure goes fast enough.
Okay, this is the first time we've had Petrick's truck on the ground, and it looks phenomenal. So we've got ride height. This is about right at 4.5 inches on ride height. We've got a little bit of wiggle room. We can go down or up a little bit. We had it as low as 3.5, but NHRA minimum is 3 inches. So overall, I think the stance is going to be great. We're going to try to get the body panels off tomorrow so that it can go to paint, and we'll have this thing on display at PRI, be painted, and be mostly ready for wiring to do the full Motec system in it. So really excited to get this truck done. It is going to look phenomenal in race trim. So we hit with
no slosh and no nothing, so maybe either that, ideally maybe the same.
Okay, we're back from the engine dyno with David Petrick's truck. We were over at S&S, had it on the hub dyno, made a bunch of horsepower. 3,710 horsepower is a pretty big number to talk about. But it's really nice to put these trucks on a hub dyno before you go to the racetrack because you can function test everything. We can verify that the air shifter is working. We can confirm that the internal, external dump valves on the trans are working when you grab the trans brake. You can verify that the fuel quantity versus time function is working. You can make sure all your sensors are scaled. So it's really a function test. A lot of the times when you go to the racetrack, the first couple times you're there, you're working through all these little gremlins that you put together on a brand new build, and that's what the hub dyno did for us. It just allowed us to go through, get everything finished up, and verified that it's working. We found a couple little things that we needed to change, so we came back and we've just ironed up all these little details. Things like getting the reverse camera mounted. If you, as a driver, when he puts it in reverse, that will turn on the reverse camera, and that also will lock on the trans brake so he can do a burnout, push the reverse button, he has reverse camera, and the trans brake stays on. He doesn't, as a driver, doesn't have to hold the steering wheel. A lot of really cool features with this. We're looking forward to taking this thing to the track next week. We've got a private test session, I think, scheduled for Tuesday. That'll be the first time this truck hits the racetrack. Then we can start doing 60-foot testing. David has not gone that fast yet, so we're going to do a couple 60-foot hits, then we'll run at 100 feet, then we'll run at 300 feet, and we'll kind of work our way into it. A truck that makes this much power, you don't just let off the button and run it out the back door on the first pass. So stay tuned. We're going to have some testing here shortly. Okay, we're out here at Edgewater Motorsports Park, and we are testing David Petrick's truck for the first time. He is strapped down in the truck, waiting on the track to get the water box ready, and we're going to fire this thing up and make the debut pass for this truck. The goal for the day is get this 60-foot dialed in and get David comfortable with the truck. If he feels more comfortable, we'll run the thing, we'll do 60 foot, then 100 foot out, then 300 foot, and hopefully by the end of the day we can make a full 8th mile pass. But stay tuned, it's exciting to get a truck like this on the track after a long build like this, but we're excited. Everything's turning out really good, so let's see what we got. Was that you not 100% on the floor, or do we need to put more RPM in it? Like when it came up in first gear before you...
That was second gear.
Okay. But then it seemed like it was spinning in second, and it seemed like clicked to third, and then it went to the limiter. So it might just need
That was probably me.
Okay, I'll look at the log.
Yeah, it was probably me.
Okay. It spun right off the hit, so we need to probably pull some RPM out of it.
I could feel it not go nowhere.
Yep, you did good. Sweet, we passed number 1. Pass number 8. Finally got it to go 119 to the 60 foot, so pretty happy with that. Obviously we've got better goals than that, so we keep chipping away at it and getting thing to go faster, so come back, pull some data, and we got about 2 hours left, and hopefully we can get this thing to make a full pass yet today. All right, that was a 115 60 foot, so making progress. That was a 60.
115 again.
115.
There we go.
So, day 1, what did we accomplish? We went, what, 115, twice.
Yeah.
Like 117 and 119 60 foot. So 60 foot, good.
Yep, 60 foot's down.
Yes. What was your thoughts?
It's very fun. The anticipation of letting go of the boat the first time, I was scared to death because everybody makes it out to be a different, but it feels very good. As long as the truck does what it wants, it should. It felt very solid and safe. I mean, $2,500 later, I built another clock cab, 605.
I went 605 on the last pass. I'm sure he's so proud. But no, altogether, we're happy that really getting a truck like this to go fast in the 60 foot is the first
step.
Yeah, first step. There's no point in running power out the back until it goes fast early. So we have good data for that. And what I learned from the tuner's perspective is it's taking a lot less horsepower to go as fast as it does on some of the other trucks that I'm tuning. So we were pulling power out all day to get the thing to go faster. So that is good. So that means that once we can get the thing through the lockup and 1-2 shift and we put power in it, it should be a rocket ship.
Takes time, new build blues.
Yes, and it's blue. Cool, well, thanks for watching, and we will see you at the next test session.